Hi, this is Seth David from nerdenterprises.com, getting into the next segment of our Getting Organized series. Today we're talking about Google Tasks, and as you can see, I've got my Google Gmail account up here, and when you want to show the tasks, all you have to do is come down over here to the right and click on Tasks, and that will pop it out, as you can see, all the way on the that was on the left, by the way, and it pops out all the way on the right. And if you choose this little upright pointing arrow here, it pops it out in its own separate window, which of course makes it much easier to work with. And I'm going to widen this up so that you can see very clearly. So it's a great way to track and manage your tasks, as you're about to see. If you have a Gmail account, then all you have to do is go in there and pop it out. And now we can create multiple lists. So going to the little control here, all the way at the very bottom right, this is your switch list option. And of course within that you can go ahead and create a new list. And as you can see, I've got quite a few. In fact, here's the one that's on this very series that we're talking within. And I make notes about things, and it's a great way to keep track of everything. Now what happens is when you add a task, let's go over to I'll use my voicemail list as an example. It's a great way to keep track of voicemails. When you add a task, a little checkbox appears, and once you're done, you click that checkbox and it strikes it through. And as you could see, I had a sub item here, so if I check off the master, both of them get stricken through. And then once I'm done and I don't want to look at it anymore, I come down here to Actions, Clear Completed Tasks. And if I want to see which tasks I've completed, I come back to Actions and go to View Completed Tasks. Not only does it show me the completed tasks, it shows me them based on the date that I completed them, which is really handy. And if I uncheck them, of course that brings them back to life, so to speak. So that makes it really easy to work with and track these tasks. And I like the idea that it's permanently there so that I can refer back to it. And if I, change my mind, decide some more work needs to be done on something, I can bring it back as an incomplete task. So that's great. And as you saw, it will remain visible until you actually come down into Actions and tell it to clear the completed tasks. You can go look at the completed tasks as I showed you and manipulate it that way. So when you edit the details of a task, you can set due dates, which is another really handy feature about this. Let me uncheck this. All the way to the right of the task, you'll see this little arrow, and when you click that, it says Edit Details. I think that action is here too. Sure enough, it is. And here you can set a due date, so you can mark when it's going to be due, and you can type detailed notes on what I need to do. So this is great. And then I go back to the list, and you'll see it shows the detail, the notes that I wrote as a sort of small subtext underneath the task itself. And I can click on that note, and it's hyperlinked. It takes me right into the note details, as you can see. So it's a great way to keep the information compact so it's not all over the place, but I can get to it quickly and easily. You can show the task list in your Google Calendar as a side window, but I never use it in that view because it's a small little side window. It cannot be widened, and it's not practical really to work with it there unless you just have maybe one or two tasks. My favorite way to view the tasks is using the Google Chrome extension called My Shortcuts. You see this lightning bolt here I've got on my Google Chrome toolbar, and that gives me quick access into anything Google, basically. And this is great because it gives you all the controls right here in the form of buttons rather than having to click on those little icons. So I love working in this view. And of course, change it in one view and it changes in all the others. So if you go to Google Chrome and search for the My Shortcuts extension, you'll find it here, and of course you can install it. But that is my favorite view, and this is the view I'm almost always working in most of the day. And the first thing I do just about every day is go through here and see which tasks am I going to put in my today list of things that I want to get done today. So it's a great way to do it. I've got my master list of things that sort of come to mind. I think of something, I know I want to get it done, I don't know when, I stick it on the master list, and then I basically move things over into the appropriate list based on where it actually belongs, or for that matter, into today's list, meaning it's going to get done today. Period. The end. So finally, there's a Google gadget, of course, that you can put on your iGoogle homepage, which shows you the same kind of view almost as the pop-out one in Gmail. So, and you've got all your same controls here. And of course, once you change it in one place, it changes everywhere because it's based on the web. So it syncs right away. And that is just about it. Again, this has been Seth David with Getting Organized with Nerd Enterprises Incorporated, now also partnering with Make It Work. Go to @MakeItWork on Twitter for all of your IT needs, and from there you can contact them. They'll come to your house, they'll remote desktop with you in order to get your computer issues resolved quickly and at a reasonable price. So make sure you check out Make It Work on the web.